everyone, welcome to YourPedia and this is Shubhya. So as I'm going with the series of text completion exercises, and every week I try to bring new exercises for you so that we can practice together and I can tell you some of the tricks or some of the key rules that you need to apply while solving text completion exercises. So now it is going to be a very interesting exercise, and before this exercise I need to tell you certain rule. Like this is our question number 91, which is from Manhattan. And see, whenever you have certain rules, like I used to tell you about while, about you can say although, that there is a contrast in a statement. Similar comes when you have rather than in a statement. What is the meaning of rather than? Rather than means that he is rather than bad. That means he is not good but bad, right? So this is a contrast which is there. तो जहाँ पे भी rather than दिखेगा मतलब you need to incorporate opposite blank which is adjective put after it. तो rather than statement क्या करता है, contrast लाता है and it actually tries to incorporate different meaning in the statement. The same way the while used to do it. While also try to bring a contrast, but the situation in while was अगर while के साथ sentence दो segments में divided होता था, तो what used to happen is, if we are talking about a positive statement at the very start, the entire statement would be negative. But in the case of rather than, you can go for a very smaller portion also. Like he's good rather than bad. So that is, वो अच्छा है बुरा नहीं है. तो similar way में आपको ये चीज याद रखनी है in the operation of rule rather than. Now let's get started with the exercise number 91, where rather than gonna help you out. Now see 91. The danger of giving too many long and bombastic speeches. Now one more thing which we use before in our every rule is कि जब भी हम कोई सेंटेंस पढ़ते हैं दो चीजें ध्यान रखते हैं. फर्स्ट इज कोई भी पंक्चुएशन मार्क है एक तो पॉज करना है उस पर, ठीक है. कोई स्टेटमेंट सेपरेट होती लग रही है, यू हैव टू पॉज, यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्टेक्स्ट. इमेजिन करो व्हाट अ स्टेटमेंट एक्चुअली वांट्स टू टेल यू. लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, ब्लैंक में पॉजिटिव वर्ड आएगा या नेगेटिव वर्ड आएगा. इफ यू गॉट दीज रूल्स द क्वेश्चन बिकम्स ईजियर फॉर यू. नाउ here they are trying to say is the danger of giving too many long and bombastic. Learn vocabulary with me also. Bombastic मतलब होता है कोई चीज बहुत pompous है but it has very little meaning. Something that looks very pompous but has very small meaning, that is termed as pompous. So pompous is that is something that looks, देखने में बहुत अच्छी चीज है but with little meaning. So the danger of giving too many long and bombastic speeches, बहुत लंबी लंबी और irrelevant meaning के साथ speeches देने का मतलब while on the campaign trail, well on the campaign trail you are going around, is that क्या होता है इसका result? Is that a politician can come off as dash rather than eloquent. Now what I told you, rather than क्या कर देगा, contrast ले आएगा. At the back it is eloquent. If you are not even aware about the meaning, it will bring a contrast and it will carry not eloquent. Now, what is the meaning of eloquent? Eloquent is when you are able to use the language in a very proper manner and you are able to give the meaning in a correct format. जब आप बहुत अच्छे से अपनी language को present कर पाते हो, that is eloquent. मतलब not eloquent का मतलब क्या आ जाएगा? When you are not able to present the speech, your words in a good manner. एक हो गया presentation speech की अच्छी manner, एक हो गया presentation speech की बुरी manner. So we need a word which is negative and there is related to speech which is negative. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 words. Whenever there is one blank in text completion, we get a set of 5 words to incorporate and one of them is correct. तो हमें इतना idea हो गया कि we need negative word for you, right? Now out of these 5 words, you are already aware about the meaning of voluble, which we have discussed in our previous lectures also, and the other can be frank. So let's try these 2 words first, जितना हमें idea होता है. Voluble is a person who speaks a lot. Someone you call as a chatty. In high frequency words, it will be loquacious, garrulous. So that is the meaning जो बहुत ज़्यादा बोलता है, that is termed as your voluble. तो बहुत ज़्यादा बोलना, talkative if I call it out, तो हमें ये नहीं होता. A talkative person is not always bad speech, या वो गलत ही नहीं बोलेगा. तो this cannot be there because it is not a negative thing. It is a trait of a person but not negative. So this cannot come. Next is your word is frank. What is frank? When you are showing your thoughts, when you are in the state of expression, you are able to express your thoughts and expressions very clearly. जब बहुत अच्छे से you are able to express clearly without hesitation, that is frank. But frank तो एक तरह का positive word है, and यहाँ पे वो चीज़ और frank होता है आप बहुत अच्छे से express कर पाते हो. But we need a word where thoughts we are not able to express it nicely. Then you have three other words. First word is unscrupulous. You remember it out? Un जहाँ पे आता है mostly negative के लिए ही होता है. Inane and glib. जो unscrupulous है, it is a negative word, but you need to remember it out that it is used for some personality that is dishonest, cruel, you call it as unfair, something like that. मतलब ये ट्रेट पर्सनालिटी के लिए है, ये स्पीच के लिए वर्ड नहीं है. कुछ वर्ड्स जो हैं वो पर्सनालिटी ट्रेट किसी के असाइन करते हैं. नाउ if I call someone as a shy, that is a person's trait. That is not the way you speak, right? So that is unscrupulous is a personality trait. Next we have is inane. Inane का मतलब क्या होता है? That is something that is silly without any meaning. कोई word है, कोई शब्द है जो silly है, जिसका meaning नहीं होता है, that is inane, without any relevant meaning. But same way, not used for your speech pattern, not used for your oratory skills. बचा कौन सा word? If we have eliminated all four also, then also glib is left. Glib is a word which means when you are talking very fast, but nothing useful you are trying to incorporate. मतलब बहुत बोलना पर कुछ भी मतलब का relevant का नहीं बोलना. You can say it as you are in a fluent talking or you are in a fast talking, but it has no meaning in it. But meaning नहीं है उस चीज़ में. That is termed as glib. तो इन 5 options में let's revise all the meaning of the words. Unscrupulous is a personality that is dishonest and cruel. Voluble is a person who talks too much. Frank, when you're able to express your thoughts clearly. Inane, something that has no meaning. And glib, when you express your thoughts very easily, that is glib. So we have one word over here which matches not eloquent, and that is your glib, right? So let's go for the explanation. The clue in this short sentence is the word eloquent, which you need to flip because of rather than. तो rather than की वजह से क्या आ गया? Contrast आ गया. जो भी rather than good होगा तो पहले क्या लगेगा? Bad rather than good. तो you understand? Rather than brings a contrast in a statement. Unscrupulous and inane are negative but don't really relate to speech. Voluble का मतलब जरूरी नहीं होता negative context होगा. Glib का मतलब होता fluent and talkative but insincere and shallow. That fits perfectly. Similar way, glib is something that you speak in a very proper manner. You're able to present your thoughts nicely. That is your glib, right? And you have eloquent, that a person who uses the language very efficiently to portray his thoughts. Unscrupulous is a personality that is cheating you out, that is cruel, that is unthoughtful, something who has all the immoral traits, that is unscrupulous. Inane, that is using for a person or some meaning which does not have relevant meaning or for something that is negative. That is your inane. किसी चीज़ का मतलब ना होना. So that was all, and I hope you understand the trick. Whenever you have a text completion exercise and you have rather than word in it, so you have to incorporate the opposite of the word which is after rather than. So that brings a contrast, and here I'll bring another trick for you in my another video. Take care and have a nice day.